Hello, everybody. We are back. As some of you may or may not seen, the most famous transgender psychopath is facing some serious legal charges, which we're going to get into. Buckle in. This is one of Satan's most devilish creatures right here. So,
cool. Oh man, totally sucks the joy out of this bread tower. It makes me want to immediately leave because I no longer feel like safe here. It's like, oh, my garden has to be up.
She claims to be an activist, but what she really is...
Don't feel safe because you look like a dude and someone calls you a dude. Yeah, that's why people hate these kind of... I mean, this whole movement is just run its course. It's disgusting, it's gross, and these people are extremely violent. And secondly, who are you kidding? Everyone knows there's a dong in that thong. Okay? You look like a dude. You smell like climate change. You're not fooling anyone. But, you know, of course she has to go piss in women's bathrooms.
Is a bully with a selfie stick. Lillytino's entire brand is outrage, filmed, edited, and monetized to play maximum victim. She's not standing up for the trans community, she's standing on it for views. From filming strangers without consent to faking offense for clout to turning every misgendering into a job-threatening campaign. She didn't get cancelled, she got caught. This is the self-inflicted downfall of Lillytino. Lillytino doesn't educate, she entraps. Her entire online career is built on setting up service workers to fail and filming it. No.
Also, I am convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt that Disneyland has become a receptacle for pedophiles, mentally deranged nutcases, and trannies.
Pronoun clarification, no explanation, just sit back, let someone guess wrong, and unleash. Hi, can I get a coffee? Of course you can, sir. Cue meltdown. But this is where it gets weird. She doesn't just correct them, she records them, blasts their face all over TikTok, and encourages her followers to report them to HR. It feels like she wants to be misgendered just to post about it, said a TikTok comment with 57,000 likes. This isn't activism, it's content creation with a body count. The employee gets death threats, she gets 1 million views. And the sickest part? This isn't once or twice, it's a pattern. Dozens of videos, same setup every time. She's not fighting for change, she's farming outrage for dopamine and sponsorships. But eventually, even TikTok realized something was off. And then what happened is people started...
Does anyone seriously think that this is convincing? I mean, that is truly one of the most unfortunate looking humans. Apart from, I mean, I've seen some hellacious looking humans. This one is pretty rough.
Doing a little bit of digging, and this is where it gets dark. Because before Lillytino was calling herself an activist, she was known as Nick Contino, and his reputation wasn't much better. Long before the name change, Nick was already making people uncomfortable. Multiple online communities have shared disturbing claims, stalking, manipulation, and alleged sexual harassment. We warned people about Nick Contino for years, now everybody's acting surprised, said an anonymous Reddit post. Old screenshots resurfaced, accounts from...
I mean, that's got to be one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. How... you guys got to think, this is years of like days of sequence of just making poor decision making. I mean, he even threw on this little crystal here. What kind of spirits is he trying to ward off? That's just gross. It looks like he can body slam most people.
Former classmates and co-workers emerged. People describing the same pattern that we see today. Control, narcissism, and then use victimhood as a shield. Some say the transition wasn't about identity, it was about resetting reputation. But the problem with rebranding is you can't delete your past, you just delay its arrival. And when the skeleton in your closet matches the mask you're wearing now on camera, you're not misunderstood, you are exposed. And over the past several months, more and more allegations against Lily's past have started to surface. Alleged inappropriate Patreon content, comments about children and consent, dressing up as a 5-year-old on a plane from...
Then it finally comes out. They've made it very clear that even the LGBT gay people have made it very clear that these people, they're coming for your children. Whether it's in the classroom, Hollywood, kid shows, these people's main jobs is to corrupt your kids' brains.
Orlando full of children, admitting on Discord about things he did when he was free and how it was consensual. All of this paints a much darker picture of the Lily that we see constantly playing victim as a misunderstood person just trying to exist in the world. At first, people gave her the benefit of the doubt, but after a dozen nearly identical videos, the mask begins to slip. Every clip was a carbon copy. She walks into a business, offers zero clarification, waits for someone to guess, then detonates. This is bait. It's not advocacy, it's content farming, said a Reddit user. And the internet noticed. The cuts were too clean. The reaction
If you have to get this much surgery done to even just vaguely resemble a female, don't you think you should just call it quits and join, get back to reality?
Too rehearsed, the captions too polished. Lily wasn't documenting harassment, she was directing it. Even worse, she'd film herself crying afterwards, weaponizing discomfort for sympathy, monetizing pain that she herself manufactured. I used to feel bad for her, but now I feel bad for the cashiers, said a TikTok comment with 40,000 likes. So what happened next? People stopped sympathizing with Lily, and she became less of a threat and more of a meme. So her tantrums were clipped into edits, parodied by other creators, mocked by the same audience.
And then I've seen some of this dude's videos. The most disturbing thing he does is try and use like food and marshmallow sticks and corn dogs and donuts to like make it like this is how a transgender surgery would go. This is what could happen to you. If if your hole gets seized up, you need to use some stuffing material to open it back up.
That she used to manipulate. Careful, y'all. Don't breathe near Lily or you end up in her next lawsuit, said a Reddit commenter with 60,000 upvotes. The duets flooded in. Some were trans creators tired of being lumped in with her behavior. Others were just average people sick of being told their politeness was oppression. The result? Lily's fear factor evaporated. People weren't scared of misgendering her anymore. And once the public stops fearing you, they start laughing. But this is where it gets darker, because Lily didn't just bait employees, she started baiting entire environments. Lillytino walked into the women's bathroom at Disney World, snapped a selfie, and posted it online with strangers, including children.
I mean, this is where it goes too far. Like, what in their minds doesn't? Where's the lack of communication? Why do people think that dudes can use the women's bathroom and post it online? This is what the Florida Attorney General is prosecuting him for. It's just disturbing. It's so gross.
Visible in the background. No consent, no context. Just another look at me post using other people's privacy as props. Why are there minors in this shot? Said an Instagram comment with 70,000 likes. The internet lost it. Parents were furious, women were horrified, and one mother even threatened legal action, saying that her daughter was filmed without permission. Even J.K. Rowling, the famous Harry Potter author, waded into the battle and said, this man's bathroom photos are trophies. He wants women and girls in the background because it proves he's violating women's boundaries. Without actual females there as props, all he's got is a selfie of a scary looking creep in mouse ears, which isn't remotely what he's after. And as a result, a change.org petition was started to ban Lily from every single Disney park in the world. Another one is also currently circulating to remove Lillytino from TikTok, and currently it's garnered over 500,000 signatures. The message is clear. People are not buying into Lily's victimhood anymore, and they blatantly don't like her. And what did Lily do? She doubled down.
Those Disney bathroom selfies got y'all real upset, huh? Saying, oh, Lily, you can't take selfies in the bathroom. It's not appropriate.
Claimed the backlash was transphobia, called it visibility. This isn't gender activism. This is narcissism.
This is also the playbook every politician uses every time you have a critique. It can't just be because they're a shitty leader or a shitty politician they make stupid decisions. It's because, oh, you're a transphobe. You hate women. You're racist. You're xenophobic. You're Islamophobic. No, it's just that you guys are fucking weird and no one wants to see you.
With a camera roll, said a Twitter post with 22k reposts. But the damage was done. She wasn't just a content creator anymore, she was a liability. And for the first time, even her own community started to walk away, and people started to label her as dangerous. For months, Lillytino hid behind identity. Every criticism, transphobia, every call-out was labeled hate speech. But then, the backlash came from within. Queer creators, trans creators, non-binary creators, all of them fed up with being dragged down by her behavior. I'm trans, and I'm tired of this. She's not helping us. She's humiliating us. Was a viral TikTok duet that got 1.4 million views. She turned real issues into TikTok trends, turned safe spaces into content stages. She's not part of the fight, she's part of the problem, was an Instagram comment from an LGBTQ creator. Every time Lillytino gets caught, she doesn't apologize, she performs an apology. Tearful videos, vague language, the classic PR script. I'm sorry you felt that way. This was never my intention. I just want to be seen. It's total gaslighting, but not once has she ever taken accountability. She deletes criticism, blocks dissent, and when the dust settles, she does it all over again. It's always the same cycle. Drama, denial, crocodile tears, repeat, said a YouTube comment with 18,000 likes. And what about the people she's hurt? The baristas who got doxxed, the parents she filmed without consent, the LGBTQ plus creators that she discredited by association. They don't get apology videos, they don't get sympathy, they get silence. Because for Lily, apologies aren't about growth, they're about optics. And when accountability is just content in disguise, all you're doing is stacking more matches on the fire. Lily didn't crash because she was misunderstood. She crashed because she was addicted to attention, not activism. Every video had to go bigger, louder, worse. If she wasn't the victim, she was invisible. And when she couldn't find real injustice, she staged it. It's not advocacy, it's emotional clickbait.
These people are just mentally deranged. There's nothing about this that makes sense.
said a Reddit user. She needed chaos to stay relevant, and when the chaos stopped working, she started turning on her own fans, calling out commenters, posting follow-ups to clarify the hate. She was never a movement, she was a moment, a really toxic one, said a TikTok comment with 49,000 likes. And once the clout machine breaks, there's nothing left to monetize. Lillytino didn't get deplatformed, she got abandoned by fans, by her own community, by the algorithm that once made her untouchable. Her name isn't trending anymore unless it's followed by the word lawsuit or backlash or what happened to. The comments, brutal. She's the reason people don't take real trans issues seriously, said a YouTube comment with 61,000 likes. She's weaponized identity and then got mad that it blew up in her face. A Twitter post that got 90,000 reposts. No one silenced her, she did it to herself. Because when your brand is built on bullying, when you film strangers for sympathy, you don't leave a legacy, you leave a warning. Lily didn't fall off, she collapsed under the weight of her own ego. And now, all that's left is the ashes.